So then everybody's walking back and forth, and they're like, sorting out the flowers for whatever's taking place later, and having a tea and coffee, and I'm sort of like in this little bubble on my pew, and then I got zapped, and it's an old cliche, say, I got zapped, but I did. That's what happened, and it was like, and I was just like, whoa, and I said at a later date we went on an Alpha course, and then did this Holy Spirit weekend. If you made it through the week sort of thing, or however long it was, you went this weekend, and then a group of people were saying, like, how did your faith come? And I gave them the shorter version of the testimony, which was I got zapped. It saves all the bicycles and all this business, and.
I didn't get it. What happened between the Alpha course and that?
Oh no, I've just jumped a bit. I'll go back. I've just jumped into this little side excursion. This Alpha course, they said, to do with the being zapped thing. They said, because Aimi they said, it's like taking loads and loads of cocaine or something, and then all these people said, he's been delivered from his drug addiction, and they thought it was brilliant. But
it's funny. Did you smoke it?
No, I know. I had it the odd time when I was younger, but it wasn't that. It was just that's the sensation. I was trying to think what the sensation was like, and it was like electricity or a really powerful drug or something. And so I'm sat there at church and I'm getting this zapped, and in the end I had to say, listen, you need to stop, because I can't move or do anything, and I'm just...
You can't stand up or anything,
no, I can't do anything. And I said to him, I get it, okay, I believe in you, I'll come to church and then we'll take it from there and we'll do whatever needs doing, and then he stops. So...
That's not exactly how to get your attention.
And then, of course, the next thing will be that Mike Daniel have walked up with his pen and gone, yes, you're on the road to such and such a yeah, and then we just started going to church, then it progressed from there.
Yeah, I can't stand.
It takes you where you are. You start where you start, don't you? And move on.
And then what happens?
It's interesting,
Well, we did all age, and then we did Sunday school and youth church.
And then children's church.
And then children's church. And then you started learning guitar, and then he rekindled you because you wanted to do something a bit more, didn't you? And then we met Gary before that, and Gary started teaching me guitar. Gary started teaching me drums, and then suddenly we're in a Christian band. Then we're in this band.
So you played drums?
We were playing
drums. Guitar?
Guitar singer, James electric
and
guitar
the gentleman
singer, and I sing on the bass.
Oh, wow.
So, we do some worship songs. We do a lot of sort of, we call them testimony songs, but I suppose it comes from our musical backgrounds anyway, and the sort of stuff we're perhaps into and a mingle of it. But it's not your Sunday morning music, a lot of it. And I've sort of thought, and I guess the other side is this the right sort of music to be playing, because it's not all proper what you call worship music. It's about issues and stuff. But since going to this One Voice thing, and there's lots of people doing rapping or poetry there.
One Voice is an open mic night, a Christian open mic night.
And a lot of that is about issues and problems, and be it drug addiction or running to the law or whatever it might be.
Self-harming.
And then we thought, well, there is a place. It's just a different style of music for that. And we've had one person come who, a girl heard some of our music, passed it on to her brother, who tried committing suicide and was blessed by that, and was saying that he felt that there was he could see that, if you're feeling suicidal, that's it, that's your time, and you're not going to get out of that, this is my world of pain. But if you can see that this is a time, and if you don't kill yourself, there's a life to be led beyond that. Yeah. And it's getting past that particular time, and it could be going to the dentist. It could be anything where your brain says, "This is it. This is the bubble that I'm in, and I'm never getting past it." And it's something breaking into that bubble and saying, actually, you can get past it. And I thought with especially with some of Julie's lyrics and stuff, the fact that we're on stage and we're smiling, we're having a laugh, even though the topic might be a bit odd. It suggests that people have been through stuff, have found God, are singing about stuff that's happened in the past, and are now beyond that somewhere else, laughing, smiling, hopefully, and and sharing, and that there
Offering
is
the whole.
something beyond it. And we've
Yeah.
had someone come up and say that, so that's good.
Blessed or that.
Yeah.
What happened to Amy recently?
Mm.
What happened?
Oh yeah.
With the baptism.
Baptism.
Oh yeah, we all.
You'll have to help me with this because they kind of shut it out, I think.
Shall I
a little
start?
bit. Yeah,
Because
you
it
start.
started again. We was just happening to be at our house and we was having fellowship and they were talking about being baptised and I says, oh, I've not been.
Is it in Wales?
No,
Yeah.
no, this
Oh
was
no,
just,
yeah,
this
it
was
was
just at our
yeah,
house.
this is just, yeah.
This is how it started, 'cause it's very interesting. Now when I first
It was going to be the local reservoir or
No,
wherever
when-
I can find, but
When I first met the Lord and all that, I wanted to be baptised. So I got baptised in the Church of England, but all they did was, they just, what do they do? They don't even sprinkle it, do they?
Draw-
I don't
draw
even think I got
cross
sprinkled.
then,
They just
yeah.
draw a cross on your forehead, which was lovely and it meant a lot to me and everything. And I said to God, is it okay that and I always felt like it was because I kept asking him when people kept going on, oh, you've not been fully immersed. Because obviously you don't know a right lot when you've only known the Lord a bit. And it niggled me a bit, they hadn't been fully immersed, but I thought, it seems okay with the Lord, he hasn't said anything else. And then this is like how many years later, 13, 14,
quite a
15
while,
years later, and it came up in conversation. I says, I haven't been you've not been fully immersed. It was like, he says, maybe it's time. And I thought, so I prayed about it the next day, and says, I says, Lord, do I need to get fully immersed baptised because I was only sprinkled and I felt him say when I say I felt him say, it's not like I heard the words or anything, but you just it's God putting these things in your head in a kind of conversational way. And now I do sound crackers. Anyway, everyone else, you know what I mean. I felt him say, it's okay, I fully accepted your baptism and you don't need to be baptised because you are right with me. You're right because of faith and all that. Because by faith, isn't it? It's only an outward sign of something that's gone on internally. Nevertheless, the Lord says, to fulfil all righteousness, get baptised. Because Jesus didn't need to be baptised. He chose to be baptised to fulfil all righteousness, and that's what he brought to my mind.
Because
So,
he walked as
so I was
human
quite
anyway.
excited. I thought, yes, to fulfil all righteousness, get baptised. I'm absolutely okay with him. Relationship-wise, and he'd accepted it. That's important, that. And then I mentioned it, didn't I, to you two, because you haven't been baptised, and I wondered if it was the right time for you. And I prayed about it. I said, well, Amy hasn't been, and you fancied it for a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
But they won't let you get baptised again when you've been christened,
so-
in the Church of England. So that's why it hadn't been. I hadn't been christened because my dad was an atheist, so it was all whatever you like really. So I had that joy. Austin didn't have that joy because he'd been christened, so that was sad. But he went in the sea and did it anyway. And so as it happened, you fancied it as well, didn't you?
well, I've been waiting for someone to ask because me being lazy, I just thought, well, it's going to take place at some point.
Yeah.
So and I had other people saying, oh, come, we rent the local baths out, and I didn't want to, but it had been on my mind that it was on the cards. So I knew that sometime shortly someone would say either again, go and do it, or do you want to come and do it? And Julie said, do you want to come and do it? So yeah, it was. I've just been waiting for someone.
That's right.
I think about my
Felt right.
my baptism. I was baptized many years ago and I just became a born again. But I remember they put me down I remember when I was around 8 years, I went with friends on the side of the river. That village had a big river. And most of the kids around, they knew how to swim and I didn't. So when people, when you play games and whatever, some kids don't know the games they're playing are dangerous. So one of them pushed me into the water. I fell in the water. Then I came out again. Then pushed me again. But this time I swallowed a bit. I don't even know how I survived. Yeah, from that time I have a trauma with water. And I'm like, even if you take me to a swimming pool, I have to,